booster. I will try not to drop the F-bomb a lot. So. If anyone saw the show last night, I went a lot further than the F-bomb a number of times. I apologize.
Take it off, baby!
The last time that I remember playing in... Well, actually, that's not true. We've played a few times in Santa Cruz.
Okay.
Actually, we've played a few times here when probably a lot of you actually didn't know who we were. That's okay. I mean, sometimes I say that to Tegan when I see her in the morning. I'm just like, oh my God! They scored. It's 5-3. Yeah? Oh, sorry. Nothing. I promised myself I wouldn't talk about sporting events on stage anymore because last night I almost started a riot. So.
Start a riot.
Anyways, okay, wait. You're all yelling at me, but what if I told you this thing? If I told you this piece of information, it might change the way you feel about yelling at me. I cannot hear you because I have in-ears in, and so mostly you just look like this.
Holla.
I can hear you. I don't have them. I can hear you.
Direct your comments and concerns my way.
I really can hear you. I can. I can hear you. But anyway, so one time we played here that I sort of vaguely remember playing here, and there we were opening for Cake. Was anyone there? A few people were there. That was a tough tour. You know, we love Cake, but a lot of the people that listened to Cake didn't seem to love us, and that's always tough. You know, I have pretty high self-esteem, but sometimes the thing that happens in our audience, see, people would, when we first started playing music like 10 years ago, people would always say, "Oh, there's so many girls in your audience," and I'm like, "Yeah," and then I didn't know that there was that big of a difference, you know, until we started opening for people like Cake, and then there was a lot more boys in the audience, and the thing that boys do, they do two things that different than what girls do.
They suck.
Okay, they talk about taking your shirt off and showing your breasts all the time. Like, that is just something that boys love to say that. Like, I don't know if there's some sort of special class in junior high that I missed out on. They're like,
Even when we were touring with Rufus Wainwright, and I remember there was this show, and there was this big gaggle of gay men, and they yelled, "Take your shirt off," and I was all like, "Come on,
I want to see that." Anyways, but so this was a long way of saying that I have a feeling that this is going to be the best Santa Cruz show we've ever done. But feel free to say, if you say take your top off, that's okay, I won't, especially if it's the little kid. If the little kid says it, I'm going to be like, oh my God, that was the best show ever. The little kid is like, take your shirt off!
Keep your shirt on!
That's terrifying. Okay, back to the music part.